Welcome back, people. Today we will learn about type conversion and use it in our program. If you have used any other programming language, say Java, you would probably know that we are supposed to declare the type of the variable, but we don't declare type in Python. That is because Python is an interpreted language, and there is no need to declare the type in Python. Let us create a simple program that uses type conversion to understand the concept better. We will write a program that gets the user input, store it in a variable called age. It then subtract the age with 2022 to find out the year of birth, and then print the year as output. Now let us save and run the program. When we run the program, the terminal prompts for the user input. As soon as the user enters the age and press enter, we receive an error. It says unapprehended operator type. As we saw earlier, the input function passes a string as an output which gets saved in the variable age. When we subtract age, which is a string from an integer, with 2022 the error occurs. Now, this is where type conversion comes to our help. Let us add a type conversion function that converts the string to an integer. Now we can use age to subtract from the year 2022 and find the birth year. Let us save and run the program to check if it runs properly. Once again, let us enter the age and then press enter. And now we can see the birth year being printed on the output terminal. I hope now you would have understood the concept of type conversion better. Now it is time for a simple example. Do you know that float is nothing but a number with a decimal point? Say 0.5 or 10.1 and so on. The question would be, get two numbers as input from the user, say 1 and 2. Add the two numbers. Print the result as an output. We have four inbuilt type conversion functions, namely integer, string, boolean, and float. So pause the video and try to solve the problem. Also, don't forget to post your code in the comments below. First, let us declare two variables, say 1 and 2, which receives the input from the user. Now let us add the two inputs and save it in a new variable called sum. The input function receives an input from the user and passes it to the variable as a string. Now let us save and run the program. Go to the output terminal. Enter the first number and then press enter. Then type the second number and press enter. As you can see, the output is 1414 and not 28. Why did this happen? The reason is that the values stored in the variables are strings. When you use plus between two strings, it gets concatenated. That is why the output is 1414 and not 28. Let us use type conversion to convert those strings stored in those variables into integers, or we can even turn them into float. We converted the two variables into integers. Now let us try running the program. This time we get the correct output as 28. Now I have one more question for you all. We received the input from the user, performed addition, and then printed it out as output. Now try printing a message say sum is equal to the variable sum. Pause the video, try it out. I have had the program code as follows. Now, if you run the code, you would see that it shows a type error. It says that you cannot concatenate a string with an integer. Here the word within the quote sum is the string, and the value stored in the variable sum is the integer. As we cannot append values of two different data types, it is important to convert the value in the variable sum back into a string. If we run the program now, it would give us the correct output, as expected. Now that we have the correct output, why don't we try and optimize the code so that it can be faster? We can use the type conversion function directly along with the input function. And also we can print the output directly, without having to save the output to a new variable called sum. We can add both the variables and directly convert them into strings at the print function. By using this way, we can make the program faster. Thank you for watching. Trying is the best way to learn.